So today I'm going to be talking to you about wasting. Now, there's many ways you can waste, whether it's wasting energy, electricity, time, food, money, resources. There's lots of things that we can waste, and what I've noticed when I had my first job in high school was I worked for a small store, and I noticed how much we were wasting, how much we were throwing out, how much we just put in the dumpsters and we just left it. Whether it was cardboard wrappings, paper, plastic, or to my dismay, it was food. A lot of the food that was expired or recalled, or we just stopped selling it, they threw it out. People didn't want to buy it, so they threw it out. And certain things like nail polish, they would open the bottles and pour it out into the garbage because we couldn't sell it. But it's not like the product was bad, it's just the store wasn't selling it anymore, therefore no one can have it, is what I felt like. And that really shocked me, and I asked my managers, like, why don't we donate the stuff, give it to food banks, give it to charities, any Goodwill store, or anything to give to people who are less fortunate and don't have the means to have these things. And they just said that they were liable if they had to donate it, so therefore they couldn't. And it broke my heart. Like, if you think about it, a store wants to do something good, or someone wants to do something good, donate things, but they could be sued for doing it. It didn't seem right to me. So that was the topic of my research, and I wanted to find out if there was a way that we could reduce the amount of waste. My research actually took me in a little bit of a different direction. Coincidentally, my cousin sent me an article to read, something that she found really interesting, and she knew that I would find it interesting too. It was about France. So I've drawn the flag of France. It's backwards, I understand, but I'm not going to change it right now. So what the article was saying was that France produces 7.1 million tons of wasted food every year. And that's a lot of food if you think about it, right? But when they found out who was producing the waste, supermarkets produced 11% of the waste. Restaurants here produced 15%. And consumers and households were contributing to 67% of the amount of waste that was being accumulated out of that 7.1 million tons, which is amazing to think about, but it's actually kind of atrocious that we're wasting so much of the produce that we have. It makes me really sad because you think of those around in the world who aren't fortunate enough or don't have the means to have what we have, and we're just throwing it out. 67%, at least, of people in France. And what was so cool was that France has now implemented a law which bans supermarkets from throwing out food. What they found was supermarkets were actually throwing out food that they weren't selling or couldn't sell. And it was still good food, products, fresh fruit and vegetables, all that stuff. They were throwing it out, but what they were doing was pouring bleach into their bins so that no one else could take from it. Like, those who were less fortunate, who happened to be rummaging through the bins, they couldn't have it because it was spoiled. And it's such a waste if you think about it. You're just destroying things that someone else could have used, and it's something that is necessary for life, so why don't we just donate it? But anyway, so now this law is taken into place, and it's only covers the large supermarkets, so those that have 400 square meters, I think, or more. They will be held to the standard where they cannot throw food out or products. What they have to do is arrange for a charity to come pick it up. Now, it is taking some of the responsibility off of the store and saying that if a charity wants the food, they can come and pick it up, or the product. They can arrange to pick it up, which is great because I think that a lot of charities do need it, and what they set up, people from different food banks and charities were saying is that this is going to make the variety of food a lot healthier, and they will have such a large variety of food available for those who need it, and it'll just be better for everyone all around. So to close off, if stores are caught not following it, then they will be fined, and yeah, fined, I think, and it's a pretty hefty amount if you think about it, but it's like 3,750 euros, which is pretty big amount. So just to put it in perspective a little bit, I think that all of our countries should follow in France's footsteps. They're implemented something great. It's something that we should have already. I don't know why we don't, but if you consider the global community, 1.3 billion tons of food is being wasted worldwide, and it's just a shame. So I think that France is someone we can learn from, and we should definitely take some notes from them and do something about it. So I really enjoyed doing my TED Talk on this because I found something really interesting about France. This law was just implemented. I think they started it in 2015, and the beginning of 2016, they actually put the law into effect. So I'm very happy to hear about it. I hope that others follow in their footsteps soon. Thank you.